Monday again. I'm so excited that we can spend the next 30 minutes together. I'm Bonnie Donahue, and let's see if I can get this here. I actually don't need it charged. We're good today. It is June 19th. So many awesome things are happening. So as you get on, hey Megan, just let me know who's on. Also, I want to hear what activities, hey Jennifer, what business activities did you do this week? And what do you have scheduled to do this week? So what do you have scheduled for this week and what did you do last week? I'd love to hear about it. Also, you guys, congratulations on the High Five Club. We've had several people already have 5 customers or more this month. Hey Kelly, hey Beverly, hey Samantha, hey everybody, Nikki. Welcome, Tamara, Margie, Jenny, awesome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I have something a little bit different planned than normal. So normally we go over like a business, technique or building activity or some sort of something that moves your business forward, right? But today's a little bit different. So today's purpose, and it just kind of goes in line with a bunch of things actually, but it's about finding your purpose and how to live your best life. So I'll tell you how it came about, but I'm really excited to share this with you. So first, as you guys are getting on, keep sharing what you were working on this week, okay? And let me know who's on too, because I like to keep this interactive. So first of all, I was kind of going over my summer schedule, right? And so we're about 1 week into school, or with our family about 10 days into the summer schedule. Our kids get out late. They get out June 9th. And we just moved in, and I have my mother-in-law here. And so our schedule is still not even near perfected of where I want it to be, right? I'm literally still figuring out the town and my new life with the kids here and at home. And but I was going over like what are the things I'm going to be doing for my business every single day, right? And week, the things that are non-negotiable, they're automatic that I actually don't even have to like think about them anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go over this, and then it will kind of like lead into our topic. So one, I'm doing 1 oil class a week. I'm doing it in a private group online. I'm going to be doing local ones too. I have a few people that I'm actually setting up local classes of people that I already knew here, so that's a lot of fun. But I am doing one weekly that I invite my personal friends to, and some followings that have been a huge success. I've actually been getting customers from that. You can sample them, invite them to your class, and then follow up with them. I don't have anyone joining right at the class. I have to do all that other work. A weekly call with my top line leaders, a weekly team training call, sampling, following up, daily posting, 2 giveaways a month, 1 newsletter a week, doing calls with prospects, new customers, new builders, answering messages. Like those are the things that I do regularly. Like I don't even have to think about it. Okay. The other thing that I'm doing is meeting new people in this town. Like I was shopping at the store for clothes the other day with my daughter. We were doing a girl day and we were shopping, and I met another mom at the store. We started talking, we connected. Like I was getting her number, and now we're gonna have a play date. And she's definitely someone I have my eye on, right? But I'm not gonna start with handing out samples at the store. That did not seem appropriate, but then a play date would be appropriate. So constantly meeting new people, like we actually are in a network marketing business, so we have to network, right? Get outside of our comfort zone and do things to meet new people, right? But the number one thing that it doesn't matter what season that we're in, and the kids could be home or they're at school or it's winter, it's summer or whatever, the one thing that everybody has to be doing is working on themselves, right? So what does that look like? It's reading a book, listening to Audible, listening to YouTube, reading articles, working out, eating right, sleeping, all the things that we need to do to make ourselves feel good. And so that's one thing I've like upped myself, my own game. I feel like I'm constantly upping my game. And so the more that I do that, the more successful I become, right? Because your success matches your growth, your personal growth, right? And I'm sorry, I'm not reading all your comments just because I've got like notes all over and I don't want to get distracted. I want to keep this in about a half hour. I'll read them when I'm done. Actually, no, I do see a few that I need to answer right now. Margie, that sounds great. That sounds like a good class. Monica, Fire class. to usually give samples first. Ideally, yes. When I was moving, it was just too hard to keep track of, so I haven't, but that's 100% can be sample, class, follow-up, phone call, enroll. That's gonna, I mean, my goal would be to enroll every single person, right? And if they're not already enrolled, or if they don't sign up, sample. Like, samples are huge, like huge. And I just put that out there on, on Facebook, or you can personally invite people, but they like want to go to your class. I set a date and a time. Like, I've had people saying like, oh, I need to get off work to go to your class, because they really want to go to the class. Oh, Sherry, you couldn't find us. And actually, Sherry, one of the things that you posted in your blog post today is similar to what we're talking about today, so it's actually very good. Joanna, you'll like this. Welcome. You'll like what we're talking about too. I'd love to get your feedback on it, Joanna, because actually one of the conversations I was having with Janelle was inspiring me to do this call today. Okay, so we're talking about working on ourselves, and so one of the books that I've read, and that then I had multiple conversations about it since I've read it, so that's why I wanted to go over with you guys. It's about finding your passion and your purpose. And so, Joanna, when I was talking to Janelle at the reunion, we talked about this book, and I was like, oh, I've got to talk about the book. So, Joanna, I didn't say the book yet, but if you have anything to add in, I would love to hear it. So, this is what happens, okay? So, we're going to move on to finding our purpose and our passion and working on ourselves, personal development, right? So I love books. One of these books that I read totally changed my life. Again, what books are you guys reading, and what book was like the most impactful in your life? I'd love to hear. So for this book, I'll go back. So when I meet with women and we get them started in doTERRA, right, we say, what's your goal, right? Because we're looking for what's their financial goal? How can we help them get to that rank? Is it elite? Is it diamond? Is it premier? Is it blue diamond? What is it, right? And then we say why, because we need to know their why. The why makes them cry. Why are they getting in business? Why are they doing this? And a lot of women, and myself included, when you get started, you have no idea your why. You have no idea what you're doing. You like the oils. You think it'd be great to start up a little business, make some extra money, get your product for free. That's what happens a lot of times. They're like, oh, I'll make $100 a month, $1,000 a month. It's very rare to have somebody come in and they're like, this is my goal for my life. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. They have it all mapped out. That is like very rare. I don't actually know if I've met anyone that had it all figured out, right? Because we're always constantly figuring it out, and things change. And so then you get into all these trainings that you do, and they're like, live out your purpose and your passion. And what I found, even for myself, is like, I don't know if I was put on this earth specifically to do doTERRA, but is that, and then you're like, oh my gosh, what's my purpose? Why am I here? What am I doing? Should I be doing this? It's like, sometimes it's confusing, right? And it kind of like makes you stop, because you're like, I don't know. It's too hard of a question. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, but it is a really hard, question when you're like, and you look around, everyone else knows what they're doing, and they have their purpose in life, and they're living it out, and you're like, I'm not really sure my purpose is. I just want to get a free product, right? So the book that I read is called The Rhythm of Life by Matthew Kelly. And I will help you all figure out your passion and your purpose tonight. Okay? It is amazing. And this works with everybody. Okay? So I don't know if any of you guys have read this. Joanna, have you read this? I'm sure you have. So it's really good. And I love your feedback on it too. Matthew Kelly has a ton of books, but this was just one. I just recently read another book that he wrote called Off Balance. He has relationship books, spiritual books, finding your purpose books and all that. So write this down, okay? It's so simple, but so profound, okay? And so you guys have probably heard this other places, but for me, the way he wrote it and the way he said it spoke to me. So our purpose, yes, The Rhythm of Life by Matthew Kelly, our purpose here, right on earth, and what we're supposed to be doing is literally to be the best versions of ourselves, okay? So that is our purpose. It is whatever we do to do it the best, to literally live out the best version of ourselves, okay? That every day we have choices that can lead us to our best version, or it can lead us to not being our best version, right? So if we're constantly thinking about what would our best version of ourselves be doing, we would always be doing the right thing and would always be moving forward in life. If whether a mom, we're running a business, we're at home, ourselves, our health, our sleep, all the different things. If we're constantly thinking, what would my best version do? We'd always be doing the right thing, right? So every moment, we have a choice, but we really literally have to ask ourselves, what would my best version be doing right now? Okay? And that you could take that to business, but you could take that into life. You could take that into motherhood if you have a job. And you need to be your best right now. So you don't need to wait till something happens to make that choice to be your best, or wait till you're elite to be your best, or wait till you lose 5 pounds to be your best, or whatever is going on right in your life. You can make that decision to start being your best right now. Okay? And then think about it. So if you were living your best life in 10 years from now, what would your life look like? Okay? So the choices that you make today are going to impact you for the rest of your life. So if you're always living your best life, 10 years from now, your life can be like anything you want it to be. It could be amazing. I mean, it probably is amazing right now, but we're constantly trying to evolve, right, and get better. So I just thought that was like so profound. Like, yes, we don't have to have every single thing in our entire life detailed and mapped out, although, I mean, we should put it on paper when we know and move forward that. But if we're thinking about being our best, what would our best person be eating? What would our best person be sleeping? How would we be talking to ourselves, to our family? How would we be talking to the people that we're working with, to our team, to the people that we're trying to help with the oil class? Like, it doesn't matter what situation we're in, what would our best person be doing? Okay? When you live like that, whatever you do, you're doing your best, right? So there's a ton in the book. I'm obviously just going to be skipping and picking out some of my top notes, but for heroes, people who do like amazing things in this world, or Olympians, they're not going around. You guys, I have ants in my office. I'm like, I need to get some peppermint spray. I'm like seeing like 5 of them. That is not good. I need to get some peppermint spray. I know the peppermint works. So, the Olympic athletes, they don't ask, what's the least I can do, right, to be successful. They're asking, what's the most that I can do, right? And so we don't want to be minimalists in our life. Yes, I want to be a minimalist with my stuff, right, because I don't care about stuff. But with our life and what we're doing, we don't want to do the bare minimum that we need to do to get by. So are you doing the least amount you could be doing in your life, or for your business, or for your family, or you trying to do the most? What would that look like, and what's the difference, right? The other thing that I thought, again, we've heard this before, but we can't just do things when we feel like it, right? Because all the successful people and all, like, the best version of you wouldn't only work out when you feel like it. We wouldn't only go to work and talk to someone when we feel like it, or read a book when we feel like it, or cook dinner for our family when we feel like it, right? We have to be doing the things every single day, even when we don't feel like it, okay? I mean, if we're constantly doing the least, we're going to fail in like every area of our life, right? We want to be good in every area of our life, not just business, but it's all related, right? So we wouldn't be doing a lot if we only did things when we feel like it, right? And the less that you do, the less you feel like doing. So it's kind of like a bad cycle, So just ask yourself, like, in life and what is going on in your life, what needs to get done, and just go do it. Doesn't matter if you feel like it or not, right? Now this next thing, this is like a little bit newer to me, and I'm going to learn more about it. Yes, Brittany, give it to everyone you know, okay? So the next thing is silence is like magical to him. He's very big into silence, but prayer, like meditation, just being still. And I mean, he does recommend like an hour a day of just being silent. So I'm gonna have to work up to like 15 minutes a day. I'm like, we're never silent around here, really. So that is something that I'm going to be really focusing on, because you can clear your mind so you can start thinking, like, and just really knowing what you want in life. And he's like, the things you can see more, like right when your eyes are closed, when you're in your head, you can see things that you can't see when your eyes are open. And he talks about like Beethoven, right? He couldn't hear, but he made the best music because he heard it in his mind, and he was silent, and he would go away for days and just be no distractions, and just like get to work. And a lot of the top people in any like concert singers or athletes, like they need silence to go perform, and we do too. We need time to be silent so then we can go and do our best. So that is one thing I'm going to be adding on to my Miracle Morning. That's a whole other thing. Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Get that book. We'll talk about it later. Because that's also life-changing, and I'm also have a really good schedule that I'm working on right now. Monica says I need quiet time throughout the days, but like mom life, yeah, usually when everyone is asleep. Yeah, that's why the Miracle Morning he actually recommends waking up before everyone. And that's an amazing book. I just started doing it. I'm only on a week because waking up before my kids and all that is really hard for me. So I will, once I perfect my schedule, I'll go over that with you guys. But so becoming your best, right? It is a choice. Okay, you have to decide, how does your best person live? Like, how does your best version of you live? And start doing that. Okay, and just how do you live your best life? Okay, I mean, I think for all the people that I've been talking to lately, and even for myself, I'm like, it was just really on my heart that literally your purpose is to be the best version of yourself, and everyone can do that. So I just thought that was, I don't know if anyone here needed to hear that. I'm like, I sure did, and I sure still need that reminder, because if you're doing that every single thing in your life, you want to be good at every area of your life. You cannot be good at one area and in only one area. They all intertwine together, And then the other thing, I was actually having a conversation with someone, and this kind of goes in line with it, but they're really good at getting customers, but they're not really good at getting business builders. So raise your hand if you're dealing with that too. So one of the things that I always think about, would you, like if you're looking to join a business, would you join under yourself? Okay? Because you want to be the leader that other people want to follow. So if you are not doing the things that you would want in the leader, people are not going to want to be attracted to you to join. Like, so are you reading? Are you working on yourself? Are you inspired? Inspired people inspire others. So are you doing things to keep yourself inspired? Are you, like, that's why I feel like, are you living your best life, or at least trying to, right? No one's perfect, but we're all striving. So when you are living your best life, other people are going to be attracted, and they're going to want that, okay? And doTERRA is just going to be one part of it, right? You're doing all these other things, and then they're going to say, I want what you have, and you have some doTERRA, great. They're going to do that. Oh, thanks, Monica. Mosey. So that's it, it's just constantly working on yourself. And over the summer, it's a great time. You can read with the kids, like we went to the library every Monday, we go to the library. So when the kids are reading, you can read. Or you can read in the morning, or listen to audio. I go on walks or runs, and I'm listening to a book, You just get it in when you can, but even 15 minutes of reading a day, it can totally change your life, So I'm going to go through those comments. That's a very quick call. That's all I had planned for you guys today. It wasn't very long, but I also wanted to see if you guys had any Q&A, and I also want to see what you guys are working on. So, yes, Rhythm of Life by Matthew Kelly. He has great books. He has relationship books. He has everything. Okay, any questions for me about anything? Karen sampled in New York while at a wedding. Awesome. How did that go? We were just at a wedding the other day too, and there's other doTERRA people, some on our team and some not on our team, that were there, and everyone had their cheer out, and we were all like rolling each other. It was kind of fun. Melissa's sampling tomorrow. Michelle's sharing 101 consults, setting goals. And what are your goals, Michelle? Let's share. Tamara's following up 2 oil classes and 2 more next week. Awesome. She is seriously on a roll. Kelly, sample Monday today. Tomorrow, babies and child class. Ooh, that'll be great. Let's see here. Oh, so many awesome comments. All right, let me go back to the bottom. Okay, so Ruth is doing a make and take class. Awesome. Lauren, any suggestions on creative ways to get samples out? Okay, good question. And Brittany says, I'm in a huge slump because of medical stuff. It's bumming me out. I need that book for a boost. Just bought an Audible. Yeah, you will like it. Brittany, let me know how you like it. Let it all. If anyone of you guys read it, please in the comments, in the page, let us know. 2 orders from family members in New York. Awesome. So Lauren, creative ways of getting the samples out. Have you gone and just asked people? Because I have a really good success from just asking them if they want to try the oils. I've put some posts out there, not salesy. On my personal page, you will barely see anything salesy. I make it very personal. I do say salesy stuff on my business page, but I would just say, hey, who wants a sample? Or I've done hey, I've had this many sales, so to celebrate, I'm giving away this many samples. I kind of make it seem like I'm growing, I'm being successful, and you can be part of it because success attracts success. So you can say our team is doing so awesome, we're helping so many people. Maybe you're not feeling that way personally, but you can just say our team is growing, we're one of the fastest growing teams. I'm just so excited. I have 10 samples here that I'm ready to send out in the mail. Who wants them? I only have 10. So you make it exclusive. You make it a celebration that you're giving back, or you can even just say, I'm giving back. Our team is growing so fast, I want to give back. Because our team is growing fast. So even if you don't feel like it's you personally, you're part of something that is. And people are interested. They're like, oh, wow, I didn't know people are joining. You're not going to say, I'm so desperate, no one's joining me, please buy. That's they're not going to even look at you if you say it like that. You gotta have excitement and my friend, she had a testimony with the peppermint, or you can say, hey, did you know, now I see ants, I'm I'll have to share my testimony so you guys can share that, but hey, did you know that the peppermint gets rid of ants? Anyone else having ant problems? I have 10 peppermint samples here if you guys want to try them. It also works for head tension or helps you with the heat. I make a peppermint spray, and cool us down in the summer. Or for runners, you can put it on the bottom of your feet. Give them a few ideas and say, I only have 10 samples. Just ways that you're not begging, but you're so nice of offering it to them, and they're gonna be oh, I do need that. Is there any samples left? Are they full? Did you already send them out? And then let's see. If you're out, I actually need to go and order some from the doTERRA. I'm going to have them in my purse. I'm meeting so many people that actually was at the store the other day, and I was talking to one of the cashiers at this really cute boutique, the same store I met the other mom in, and she was just moving, and she's going to be starting over because she's not going to be working there anymore. And we got to talking, and doTERRA came up, and she's like, oh my gosh, that would be great. I'm going to a new town. I'd like to start something new. And so now I'm going to go back in. I got the date she's leaving, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to give her a sample at the store. So I wish I had in my pocket that time. That would have worked out. So I need to get some new ones. But I think if you're just constantly thinking and you have a list, I'm going to send out 2 samples today, and you look for those people, or if you're seeing people on Facebook post about, oh, whatever, we're sick, we need, something, whatever is going on, you're just going to attract it into your life, and you'll also be aware of it. Oh, you're welcome, Ruth. So does that help, Lauren? And you have maxed out my friends list. Well, you can ask your friends if they have any friends. Or I have had really good success with groups, not even in my essential oil group, but meeting moms in other groups. I'm in this other religious group that I'm in with moms, and there's moms there. I've met 25 moms from that group. So you can go out and you meet new people. It's not you're just going to be friends with them to get them involved with you, but you don't know what's going to happen. So if you are lacking friends, you need to go out and meet new friends, join some groups, but there's Facebook groups too, but like real life groups too, like maybe tennis over the summer, or you're at the pool, at the beach, you just find new friends. Okay. Any other questions? Erin says she's sending out samples, lots of following up this week, hopefully to get to the next level. Yes, awesome. Trying to figure out how to work most effectively. Yeah. And you have to be doing the oil classes, you guys. I know, like, we've talked a lot about social media, but you have to do the classes. So I'm doing them online right now, but it's working. If it's not working for you, find something that is. So you can do a make and take at the park with the kids. So all the moms can bring their kids, or, you can get creative. Like, there's no reason you can't do something. You just have to think outside the box. If you don't have an idea, go to Google. doTERRA class. I mean, there's so many things that come up. And if you go to the different Oil Life or EOS.life, like, they give you all the materials to have all these classes I wouldn't even think about doing. Or you can just say, we're doing a class and we're talking about bug spray and after sun, the spray after the sun, with the lavender and all that. So you can really just, the oils that you're using in your home, you can talk about those. You can do what you want. In the summer, it's a great time to just be creative, Oil classes work best for me at my house. Yeah, I think that's great. Gearing up for 4 oil classes between now and the end of the month and sending out more samples. Great job, Jenny. Yeah, she's on a roll. She's going for gold, you guys. So cheer her on. She has big goals. Yeah. All right, guys. Oh, yeah, yoga class, gym, park. Yeah. Are you talking about places of meeting new people? After you send a sample and they come to a class, you follow up and they like the oil, how do you enroll them? Like, what do you specifically say to start that conversation? I would just tell them how to get started. I would have just assumed the sale, like they're already going to order. So let's see, if this was a phone call, like if they were at the class, are you talking about if they're at the class? Or, so online, since I'm not talking to them, then I have to go back. And if I'm online, usually I like to do as a special, like a 1 or 2 day special, where then I say, hey, the special's ending. Here's the special. Like, I was giving away these cute little cases. I think a lot of you guys have seen these. If you earned one from me and did not get one, please let me know, because I sent out a ton, but I don't want to miss anybody. So that was from last month. So I would say, hey, because I do give them an incentive. Like, usually if they come to my online class, I give them like a special for like a day or two, because then I can go back and I'll say the special's ending. I just want to remind you like, and here's how to order. I'm so excited. After you enroll, I will add you to our Facebook group. I'm going to send you an email. We can have a call. Like, I tell them what's going to happen after they enroll, because I'm already assuming that they're going to enroll. There's not like, do you want to enroll or anything. It's like, this is it. Here's how you do it. I know you're going to do it. You're going to love it. I can't wait to hear how you love the oils. I can't wait to introduce you to our oil community. And I assume the sale, and then that's it. Does everyone order? No. But do some people order? Yes. And so I just assume the sale always. And so you're going to love it. I can't wait to hear how you love it. Like, I can't wait to hear what your favorite oil is. Then they're like, oh yeah, I can't wait either. You just don't let them not order. And I do send them a link to order. So, or if they need to get the phones, but I usually don't say, do you have any more questions? They've already done everything. Now they just have to enroll. So I don't say, hey, do you have any more questions? They don't. Because then they're just stalling. So, okay, awesome, guys. Well, I hope that was helpful. Remember, you guys, we are working on becoming our best version of ourselves. That is it. So just this week, and everything that you do, what would your best you be doing? Monica, I would normally Facebook Messenger, because that's how I'm talking to them. She asked, do you send them a link via email or Facebook Messenger? Facebook Messenger, but email is better. because you can keep track of it. Like I have so many people I cannot keep track of it. But what I've been doing lately is on Facebook, they have the voice recorder. So you can record yourself for like a minute, right? And then I send it that way. And it is life-changing. Now, if I'm sending a link, I still have to send the link so they can click on it. But when they can hear your excitement on it, and you can say, oh my gosh, hi Patty, thanks so much for coming to the class. I'm so excited. I'm going to send you the link. Like, you're going to love it. I'm going to add you to a group, blah, blah, blah. You say all that stuff. Let me know when you order and I'll add you to the group, right? You guys, I totally play up that Facebook group. And so I just say, hey, as soon as you order, let me know. I'm so excited. You're just assuming it. But if you do that in the voice recorder, it's quick, it's easy. You don't even have to type anything out. You can send them the link too, just because say I'm going to send you the link. But it's personal, especially with people that you haven't talked to in a while. It's great to hear their their voice. And not many people do that. So when you get a message from somebody with a voice recorder and you listen to it, you automatically feel more connected to them. And it's kind of exciting. That person, you will stand out to them versus anybody else, and it saves a lot of time. And I'm all about saving time, and it's more effective and more fun. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys next week. Bye.